Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with a book review, and this time I'm reviewing r.ward's book Mine. This is the third book in the Lair of the Wolf series. The Lair of the Wolven series. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of the first book. So I'm going to be on my phone because I'm busy today. Is this one, Claim. That's the first book in the series. And the second book is, pull it up, Forever. So if you want to read this series, it's only a 3-book series. Start with Claimed, book 1, book 2, Forever. Now let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. This may not be a popular review for those who love J.R. Ward. I'm going to apologize now. Do not come for me. This is just my opinion. Okay. So this book just came out at the end of January. I just got it. First of all, you want to pick this book up. Yes, I got it at the library. It's brand new. Look at this, you guys. All these pages fell out. I've never had that with a brand new mass market. Sorry about my little stand or whatever, but that is what happened. I'm using that to kind of prop up my book. So, let's get into this review. I'm going to give this book 2.5 stars. And that's a low rating for me for J.R. Ward because quiet as is kept, you may not think it, but I love her books. Absolutely love them. Now, I showed you the first 2 books, Claimed and Forever. I do not really remember those books. I gotta be honest. Like, I know I've read them because I tend to read everything she writes, but I don't remember them. And this book, I will tell you, I'm just sitting down. This book, I'll tell you, I probably won't remember either. It's nothing special. So, the hero of these books is Daniel. He's a former Black Ops operative, and he's got terminal cancer. The heroine of the book is Lydia. She works at a wolf rescue, and she is a Wolven. And spoilers, because I don't have time to try to weed everything out. Wolvens are like werewolves. And that's basically all I know about them. That's it. I read 3 books, don't really know the world of the Wolven. I figured it'd be the Lair of the Wolven. You would get a little bit more than what we got. Absolutely not. I love some of the side characters. There was a scientist doctor named Gus. He's hilarious. The typical genius scientist ain't worried about being proper. He's got his little band shirts on, his Converse. And then there's a lady called CP. She's like a rich investor. And she's in love with Gus. Let's see. Another group of side characters is Blade and Hex, or Zex, whatever you want to call her. Now, Zex is from the Black Dagger Brotherhood. And Blade is her brother. Now, guys, this is what I find infuriating. If you've never read the Black Dagger Brotherhood, they introduce terms in here that you're like, what? Now, yes, she does give you a glossary, but most of the time people ain't reading that. Like, a lot of times people want to get to the nitty gritty of a book. They're not going to sit there and when a new word comes up, go to the glossary. Now, if you're a serious reader, yeah, you will. But if this is the first time you're picking up a book, it's not going to grab you. That's what I will say. And as always, J.R. Ward has these subplots going on. And I tend to find the side plots, subplots, whatever you want, more interesting than the main one. I am not going to lie. I wanted to know more about Blade than I didn't care about Daniel. He was just there. Daniel and Lydia was just there. I was like, are you serious? And they weren't even in a lot of books. And I will say this. I was listening to a podcast called Romance at a Glance. And they brought up a really good point. Like, the more you read her books, the more you realize this is what she does. But I'll get into that later. Give a shout out to Romance at a Glance because they're hilarious. So, The premise of this book is Daniel's got terminal cancer. Blade, who is a sympath, and they are subspecies of vampires, he used to work for them. Daniel used to work for him. And they need Blade's help, and he's like, no. Lydia was like, I need you to help me. And he was like, no, I want a night with you if you want to help me. Now, if you know sympaths, they're a piece of work. But anyway. And the scientist Gus ends up getting kidnapped. And hurrah, 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 he gets rescued. I will say this. Like, this is the main plot of the book, and I don't have anything interesting to say about it, you guys. Nothing. I'm going to just say, go into spoilers here. Now, there's a deity in this book, and she comes across as an old lady. She's been in the other books. I barely remember her. But she comes in and she gives these cryptic little helps and everything. And she was talking to Blade. And Blade was like, are you the scribe virgin? And she looked at him and she goes, no, but I'm a relation. Hold up. You're a relation to the scribe virgin? Who's older? That's what I want to know. Because this is centered around a lot of Native American, I'm assuming. So would that make this deity older? I don't know. But fun fact, because in the other books, to spoiler, you had the Omega, and you had his little sister Davina. I'm wondering if the deity in this book is an older sister or maybe an auntie. I want to know. I want to know. And at the very end of this book, the sheriff, he's a character, was standing off to the side with this deity. Who are you, sheriff? This book left me with some questions, and I need to know. I'm a little bit about this. Now, let's get into Blade. Blade is Hex's brother. I'm assuming half-brother, because him and Hex are both half regular vampire and half sympaths. That's a whole nother issue. We'll come to find out. Now, if you guys read the Black Dagger Brotherhood, you're going to be like, oh, okay. This is what I do like about r.ward. Blade was breeding scorpions for guess who? The princess. And one of the scorpions he bred can cure cancer. Now, this is going into the Black Dagger Brotherhood. If you've read the Brotherhood, there's a book about a guy named Revenge, who's also a half sympath. And he was having dealings with this princess, and he would be getting sick because of this scorpion venom. How much you want to make a bet? He was not getting sick because it was regular scorpion venom. It's because this princess was using these scorpions that Blade had engineered. I read that. I was like, no, she didn't take something from a book that I read years and years and years and years ago and put it into this. Like, and only a person that's read the Black Dagger Brotherhood and is like, would remember that. Because I was like, no way. I was like, I cannot. Let me see. This book, I'm trying to figure out. The book I'm talking about is Lovered Avenged. And when did it come out? I have no idea. It came out years and years. Oh, 2024. That book came out. So I will say, I'm going to wrap up this review because, I don't really have anything too positive to say. The side characters were better. I'm more interested in Blade and what's going to happen with him. He's got to come back in because he's Hex's brother. He's got to at some point. Now, I will say this. If you find this review interesting, and you're like, Sympaths, Vampires, Black Dagger Brotherhood, I'm going to show you the book to start with. It is called, excuse me, Dark Lover. That is, they have 2 covers. And of course, I can't find it. This is the first cover, Dark Lover. This book set it off for me. Like, it was the book that got me hooked. If you cannot find that one, because that is the original, then this is the reissue of it. Come on now. This is the reissue of it. Oh. Guys, I am not computer savvy, so I'm going to just show you. What is it doing? My phone is being an idiot, you guys. Anyway, Dark Lover. I'm not going to try. Definitely look it up. I will agree with something that they said, that a couple people have said. All her series, you really should read them because they all interconnect somehow, some way. Like, she has a series, it's called The Black Dagger Brotherhood. It's got over, I think, 20 books. She's got Fallen Angel series that's only got like 7 books, I believe. I'm not sure about that one. And then she's got the Wolven series, that's 3. And then she has the Prison series that I believe is 3 books also. And there's little snippets in each book that are slowly connected as the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I think she also has a Legacy series about some trainers or whatever. But again, this was definitely not my favorite book by her. I think she needs to work on, the main character issue. You've had me invested in three books, but I don't know that much about the Wolven. I'm more interested in Blade because I really want to know what he's going to be up to. And then you bring these other 2 deities in, and you just drop them? Like, what? This is the last book of the series? Really? Nah. And the only reason I gave it a 2.5, you guys, is because I like the side plot so much. That's it. Daniel and Lydia can go somewhere. Bye. Yeah, bye. Boring. Alright, guys. I know some people are like, no, you're wrong. If I'm wrong, in the comments below, tell me why I should like this book. Tell me why I should like it. Now, I will tell you, I will probably listen to the series on Audible when I'm driving. And if I decide that I like it better, I'll come back and do another review and, tell you what. But as of right now, 2.5, and that's only because I like the side character Blade. I'm done babbling. This is really too long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening, afternoon, and I will talk to you later. Bye.